Hello, and welcome once again. J76NY here, and we are back with our Confederate Forces in 1864. It's May 31st. We had a pretty good battle over here, the Battle of the James and Kanawha Canals. We were victorious in that battle. So we're going to take a look at our armies here. I'm sure they need some attention. So gonna go through a few of them and see where they need to be kind of bumped up a little bit. I don't want my cavalry to be too big, but I don't want them to be tiny either. These guys are actually not looking really too bad. I think if anything, I would just possibly combine these two. Let's see, if I can remember who else fought in that battle, it'd be kind of... Oh yeah, States Rights Gist. Unfortunately, States Rights Gist has 192 men in his brigade, or a regiment, or even a company, so... we're gonna fold States Rights Gist. Let's see, who's the division commander? Robert Rhodes. Could use 192 men. Guys right here could. So I can remember which one it was. Go. Hold you into you. Now, States Rights Gist did a pretty good job of hanging on there, despite the fact that he had a tiny, tiny brigade. But these guys look okay. I want to transfer them across divisions, or corps. But having one corps, or one brigade of... I think I can do that. Oh yeah, because it's in a different division. Wharton's division, 2,600 men. Pemberton's got 11,000 under you. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to give Wharton's division to Pemberton here, if I can. It's not going to let me. That's fine. He could just stay where he is then. I think I have the recruits to build him up. Well, we got a few, but not enough to form a whole brigade, so... There's draftees. If I could pull from the draftees. Think about that. There's 36,000 draftees in Virginia. Not gonna let me. Guess I can't pull from the draftees. Alright, but Stuart did wonderful. So, I do want to give him some more forces here. I don't know if I want to go for a whole division, because I think it'd only be two smaller brigades. We can add a cavalry aid here. Maybe not. Oh. Okay, well, never mind. More men for you. That's the other thing I wanted to do was go through the weapons. See here, we got 400 yards, 3 rounds a minute on the Enfields. And we got nothing to go with. So, once again, back to square one here. This section out here is kind of stabilizing. We do have a kind of a mess up in here. I have to deal with 5th Corps is still down here, 11,000 strong. We've got more than enough to handle them. Probably with Ewell's 2nd Corps. But don't necessarily want to just send Ewell in by himself. Ransom's command here. I think he is actually heading. Front lines he is. Over here we've got Battle of Fort Jackson happening. We've got 2 Confederate Corps with 13,500 up against 14,834. We do have a slight advantage in that. So at some point, I'm thinking possibly take that to a assault. We can go from there. Ewell is ready to move. About an even match. I mean, we could hit them here. Have Ewell start moving over. Fortunately, Lee's way the hell down here, so it's going to take almost 11 hours for him to Longstreet's down here. He's ready to go, though. So let's bring him up. Very impressed with the performance of Major General Jeb Stuart in that last battle. A promotion for General Stuart might be in order. I don't know if I really am ever going to have what I need to have in order to make a full cavalry army, individual corps, but that's something you might want to keep in mind for the future. We've got threats out here, here and there. Raleigh, North Carolina has fallen to the Union. 4th Corps with 21,000 is down here, causing some problems. Right now, we're not really in a position to do anything about them down there, but I'm going to have to before too long. My thoughts are we'll send the Department of... He's actually ready to go now. He's also our strongest army up in this area. We do have the small Department of Southwest Virginia moving up to take possession of Winchester. You see here they are in the process of liberating Winchester, maybe. Harper's Ferry. Really would just like to see Winchester here. Winchester capturing 4%. So he's taking it. Might take a while. He very well may get pushed out. Although there's just smaller forces. The Army of the Potomac is everything. All this down here. And they're pretty separated too. So we do have PGT Beauregard still kind of stuck behind enemy lines. Nowhere near the readiness he's going to need to move, but got to get him moved out at some point. Over in the west is what I want to focus on here. We have a cavalry corps out here. We've got Nathaniel Bedford Forrest and his cavalry. Right now we are laying siege to Fort Pickering. 10,000 men. They have 670 men. It's trending towards us, so we may take Fort Pickering at some point with sterling price. Thought about sending my cavalry out. Says he's got orders on the way, but I don't remember what orders I gave him. Oh, he's moving over. That's right. I did mention at the end of the last episode it was going to be time to start looking to the west out here. Like they got about 10,000 men here. Wheeler's Cavalry Corps is camped. This is the main threat, though, the Army of the Cumberland. 1,500, 20,000, and 18,000 with 0. The guns up. And in their way, we've got the Army of the Tennessee with 40,000 under Joseph E. Johnston. Readiness is golden. And William Hardee is also ready to go. So I'm looking. Knoxville is a 2. I think that has a lot to do with the amount of morale that you seep from your enemy or leech from your enemy. Nashville's a level 4. But with this clump of troops right here, might not be the best of ideas to send these guys over. Then they could just come right back down. They are building a supply depot here. Hood's Corps, I believe, is... So... No, they're not building a supply depot. But they are moving up. So... We're going to... we're going to go on my impatience, and we're going to go after them. Going to go after them hard. We're going to drive up to Knoxville with Johnson and Hardee. So let's get the clock started. Once the enemy is engaged, I will be back with you. All right, well, that didn't take very long. Hardee's Corps is 3 hours out behind the Army of the Tennessee and Joseph Johnston. We're going to be going up against the Army of the Cumberland under John A. Logan. He does have what looks like his full force on the field. They do only number 9,198, but we do only number 13,751. And currently, this is believed 711 of them are on the field right now. So we're going to have to wait for Hardee to show up, do anything. But we're going to take this battle. Going to hit them. Okay, so Johnson actually has more men than what I originally thought. 14,000, almost 15,000 men. The main objective in our meeting engagement, this right here, it's like Soggy Hill or something like that. Soggy Bottom. There's swamps. There's creeks. There's this river here. We're fighting the Battle of Athens in Athens, Tennessee. I don't really want to go crossing creek. Down. That's a huge... If I were to guess where the Army of the Union is, it'd probably be dug in along here. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and come up this way, like this. Try and get in between the creek, the swamp, and the river. Come across. Looking at what we have here to work with, I'm not seeing any cavalry. We've got this artillery reserve here. That'll be very handy. It looks like we got some decent, what could be decent fields of fire for artillery. We could put them right here. They haven't already come across the river. But for right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the clock started. We are at 6 o'clock at night. So we're going to let this progress into day number 2. Looking at our order of battle, what we have, we've got Wheeler's Cavalry Corps, which is 19 hours out. Well, Wheeler's Cavalry Corps is 19 hours. Hardee is actually here. Didn't gonna be, but they are. So we can sit back here, or we can push forward. I'm gonna push forward just a little bit. Whoops, guess I can't do that until the end of the deployment phase. So we'll do that. I'm gonna deploy. I'm gonna push forward a little bit until the end of the day, and I can re-up. Probably 12 hours, so Cavalry Corps is not going to get here in time. Just going to run on that assumption. Go with the forces that we have or what we're going to be fighting with. So onward to day 2. Okay, welcome back. We have sight of the enemy. They are up here. Doesn't look like they're dug in or anything. I put my skirmishers out to get line of sight on them, which they did. And now I'm thinking we definitely want Shoop. Give him a halt order. And then I want Shoop to go to right here. I'm going to give him a bombard order. As I can. Walker, we're moving over here. What I'm thinking is detach Walker. I'm going to detach you. I'm going to recall your skirmishers. Not. Indecisive. Sign of a good commander here. Then once that order gets to you, I'm going to have him come over here. The other 2 brigades or divisions are going to come up in a more frontal assault type of way. We'll get them across the creek right here and try and come at them from this way so we can use the woods as cover. Because there's a lot of open ground in between us and them. Now, this is all going to depend on what the Union does once we start playing. Looking at the order of battle, Wheeler and his cavalry is still 6 hours out, so I don't know if they're actually going to get here or not, but let's start moving. Give Walker the halt order as well. Shoop. Hoping he has line of sight up here. I'll put him in the trees. Thought I gave him an order to move. That's where I want you to go. Walker, we're going to have you go in marching columns. Come over here. Claiborne and Bait, they're about into position. So we'll let them get into position before we start moving anyone out. Here we've got our skirmisher detachment right here, facing the wrong way. They are shooting at us already, so let's get Sears detachment over here. Jackson's detachment over here. But we are moving. Up here. Claiborne. Right here. We may just scrap that whole get to the woods idea. I think we're going to be under fire quite heavily from the Union. Does look like they are pulling back a little bit. 3rd Brigade with 1,200, and then 2nd with 350. Oh. We may not even get to see our plan put into place here. Get Johnson. Have him move up. Oh. Wrong button. Alt. Johnson, I want you to move up. Walker. Come over here. Hopefully putting them in line formation makes it a little easier for them to get across that bridge. They're moving up. Moving up. Might take a little bit for us to get into position, but see. Okay, so we have a skirmisher battle going on here right along the front. They did come along down to meet me. They still do have a decent amount of troops up here, but they are, I think they're leaving. I don't really want to say they're leaving because it might be overly optimistic, but most of our artillery reserve is in position, as well as Walker's division is moving across the river nicely. We do have 2 skirmisher units out here that we can bring down on their rear. These guys come out, we can face them with a Walker. So let's start positioning our men here. Right here. Bring you up here. And you pick up position right here. Our skirmishers are eventually going to go. There you see them right there, so I can probably call them back. Meanwhile, this division here. I want our guns, which are struggling to get across this creek here. Get up this hill. I'm gonna give them the order to pick up their guns and come up here. Would have pretty good line of sight up there. The order to the brigades first. They are all across, so I have them form a single line. here like this. And our skirmishers get you up over here. Skirmishers will get there first, so they can start hitting the artillery. I take them right in the rear. And turn to deal with these guys here, because they're probably going to come down on us. Yeah. Here. Add them here. They want you to stay on this side of the river. That's a detachment. Oops. Smaller brigade. Now they can come up on top of this hill. You up over here. And eventually our guns will get across the river, hopefully. Here's our guns down here. They're really struggling. Go ahead and unlimber. I want you up right here. These guys are firing. Guys are firing. They're moving into position. They're skirmishers. Some of them. The other one. Moving kind of slow for a skirmisher. They're moving in. Guns right here. That way they can pivot to deal with them too. We'll have you positioned right here. We have to deal with this army up here. This part of their army. Okay, there goes that detachment. Get you moving in. Firing on him. Guy's up a little closer. And then we're gonna do bombardment. Oops. Okay, I'll fire at will, I guess. That's a lot more up here than what I thought there was. Okay, move in. Well, they know we're here now. Get you moved in. Well. Okay, they are turning to face this flanking force that I've got out here. Moved up. None of these are overly large brigades. I just want to see who they are. You to move across. Want you to move across. And you as well. All the fire pouring into this detachment will be done pretty quick here. Advancing on their positions here. Here's my artillery. Get them ready to fire. All right. Those guns just vanished. And fire on 2nd Brigade. Okay, there goes the skirmishers. Let's move up. Things aren't going too bad here. Get you to turn. So you just come down on them. You come like this. And we're going to start forming up a line to deal with these guys over here. Artillery's whooped. They're tired. Trying to cross a creek. Just kind of put them out. Guns are all idle now. For why? Alright, but we'll get them moved over. You up a little bit. Actually, you over here as well. And the two of you right in your face. Right. Here. Bring you over here. our guns here. They are coming down on us. I know I gave you orders. Up a little bit. We're all moving over this way. Those guns are getting awful close. You hit those guns. This detachment, I'm gonna hit those guns too. Okay, so they're getting hit on both sides. Forces are moving to where I want them to. Well, they are coming down on me over here. Mercer's low on ammo. Got them all bunched up here. Second Brigade's coming at us. Mercer way over here. Keep moving up on them. How we doing over here? The majority of our forces are targeting second. You out a little bit like that so you can hit this artillery. .7% for them. Guys they're working on it. They're working on it. These guns haven't gone. Oh, Tyler broke? What? Rally that boy. Up over here. This brigade is the bigger enemy threat here. This detachment's wavering, probably because they're taking massive amounts of flanking fire. Where everyone's attacking here. Get into 2nd Brigade. These two guys really... I don't know why their line of sight would be blocked there. Come over a little bit, maybe? Uh, 33.2% are 8.9. Right out into the open. Push up a little bit. Mercer, where are you? Maybe call your skirmishers back. And we can put our artillery up here. Tyler's brigade's panicked. These guns. Manny's brigade. Rally your men, Manny. You fall back a little bit. And that'll make you feel better. When you come up. want you guys to start firing. Or actually firing. Idle. Hi. Alright, well come over on this side of the field if you're not going to do anything there. We're going to have you come over here. You guys are still struggling to get into position. Saying they're stable now. They're firing. The 2nd Brigade's got 50 men left in it. Finley was wounded in action. It says they got good cover, but here. Maybe this... Yeah, they got cover here, but they're on the wrong side of it. Tyler's nervous, but he's capable. Oh, they're taking a lot of losses over here. LU. Finley, well, he was wounded, so. Right, hit them. Guns are firing from over here now. That's a good thing. They bring you up. Them to fire on them. 400 men. Got a detachment coming at us. Let's send Granbury out. Polk, I actually want you to hit 3rd Brigade here. Whoa, where are you going? Come back. Come back, come back. Come back. Okay, Tyler's stable now, so you can come back up to the line. We got Pelham out here. He's doing his own thing, I guess. Major victory. Those captured guns didn't do us much good. Start advancing a little bit. you come over here. Hugh Mercer. Let's give you an attack order for him. Right, Tyler's back and ready to go, so take him out. Guns here. Send someone down to, we can't from him. Send someone down to capture those guns. Nice little hill for you to sit up on. Over there. Alright, these guys are firing. They're idle. Move you up over here. Wow, 60% of their force is dead. First Brigade's still got a good amount of strength behind them. Third Brigade's got 200 men left. Lowry's Brigade's running low on ammo. Right. Move you up. This line moved up a little bit. Oh, he disappeared out of nowhere. He's running low on ammo too. That's not good. .70 men left in that whole brigade. charging us. 1st Brigade's still pretty powerful, so nothing to sneeze at here. Okay, they left. Now we can move our line up. Kind of leapfrog a little bit. Okay. Bring you here. Get you up right here. Rounds left for these guys. Rounds left for them. Eventually this detachment's going to go away. We're going to have 4 brigades firing into 1st Brigade, which is their most powerful. What do we got over here? 3rd Brigade with 950. I don't want them recovering and coming at me. Almost 70% casualties. Is he doing anything? Nope. Now, see, they're starting to recover up here. I'm gonna send you up to deal with them. Thomas Smith. His 1,000 men. Does look like they're pulling back a little bit, so they may be holding us in position so they can get out. Bring you up a little closer here. Eventually our guns should start firing. We've lost 21%, so that's pretty good. And the rest of our artillery, get them up. Is he still down here messing around? I don't see him. I think he actually got up. I think he may be fleeing into the woods. Let's have you turn and look at this guy. 1st Brigade. Down to 700 men. Detachment is still hanging on. 3rd Brigade over here with 1,000 men. Okay. I'll do something about that. They're moving up. Please do something, artillery. detachment's finally starting to go. Shift everyone over to the right a little bit. Rounds. 14 rounds. Maybe come up here and plug this hole. Fire on them, please. Okay, launch you on him. And then you go over there and deal with him as well. Out of curiosity. Oh, other guys haven't come back yet. How far out they are? Hour. Shoot something. Shoot. Third Brigade's still a strength of 900. That's really nothing to sneeze at. And 1st Brigade picked up their skirmishers, so now they're up to probably 950 as well. But we are kind of surrounding them. The little pocket they have here. Have you move up here. You move up here. No one's getting so low on ammo. Rounds. Make them count. We have to fix our bayonets and do a old-fashioned bayonet charge here. 75% of their forces shot. Okay, they're breaking. Have you come over on him? Oh. Hold up. Guns doing anything yet? Alright, guys. There we go, they broke. They're in the process of it. Go. Now we can just go after them. Why not? Maybe our guns will be able to see them now. There they go. Now they're firing. Oh, look at that. You can see the the shot coming in. That was kind of cool. I've never actually seen that before. Go ahead. Take him out. These guys doing up here. 3rd Brigade, 950. Please send them. Or 3rd Brigade. Right, we're capturing the objective. Go after them too with your 12 rounds. And shoot into the woods. Let's speed this up a little bit. Oh, looks like they're coming back. Enemy is retreating. "32 minutes. Wheeler arrives. That's cool. Hey, Wheeler. Right, they are all pulling back here. There we go. Major Confederate victory. 25 out of 25 guns. 80%, almost 80% of their force was destroyed. We took kind of a beating too, so we're gonna have to do some rebuilding if we can ever get any troops to replace them. But that's gonna do it for today's episode, the Battle of Athens. Major Confederate victory. If you like the episode, hit that like button. If you have any tips or advice, leave that in the comment section below. If you'd like to follow along through our 1864 campaign, I wouldn't mind having you come along. It's a fun time. Hit the subscribe. You can come with us, and we'll see you for the next episode. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.